completely new. So those are the things that you can learn in grade 9. One student he has something to do at school. So let me go on YouTube Live. Okay. So that will go on live. All right. So now I'm ready. All right. So let's go back here. An equation in two variable has infinite number of ordered pair. Anyone have any question with that logic? Shreya, Nisha, and Sharon.
No.
Now consider two lines plotted on the same Cartesian grid. The two lines will interact in four different ways. Intersect at point at an angle not equal to 90 degrees. The lines make and dash. So we're going to going back to see what are the possible options they can intersect. So intersect at one point. So intersect at one point. You can see at an angle not equal to 90 degrees. Then lines make what the lines makes. So the lines makes is going to be two angles. So you can see two possibilities. You can have an obtuse angle and acute angle. So you're going to have an obtuse angle and acute angle, right? So obtuse angle, acute angle. Now the next one, intersect at one point in an angle equal to 90 degrees. We would say those lines are perpendicular. Perpendicular. That's a key word to describe two lines are meeting at 90 degrees. Do not intersect any point. We will say the lines are actually parallel. So far, so good, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. So intersects at every point on each line, we see the line are collinear. So if two lines on the top of each other's, that means that the equation of the lines are exactly the same. We call it collinear. Sounds great?
Yeah.
All right. A linear system is a collection of two or more linear equations. So what we're going to talking about a linear system. So we're not talking about one equation. We're going to go more than one equation. Considered at the same time. In grade 10, we will only consider a linear system with only two equations. Now, the solution of linear system is the values of variables that satisfy all the equations. This is what we're going to work on, solution. Pretty straightforward. We can find a solution graphically. We can find a solution algebraically. So we're going to learn both graphical technique and algebraic technique. So finding the point of intersection of the system of linear equations. So let's go back to that example here. You got two equations, completely different, isn't it? A completely different linear equation. Does the point 0, comma make the both equation true? So can you guys verify that, please? Do you think 0, comma 4 will make both equation true? Can I give you guys a time? Okay. So does the point 0, comma make the equation true? Shreya, what do you think?
No.
Shreya say no. What do you think, Divya? You also say no. Nishal? Hi, Nishal.
No.
No. So let's see how to prove it. So we're going to going back to y is equal to negative 2x. we're going to take the left-hand side of the equation, which is y, which is equal to 4. Right-hand side of the equation, minus 2 times x, which is minus 2 times 0, which is 0. Left-hand side not equal to right-hand side in this case. Let's go back here. Y is equal to x plus 3. Left-hand side is equal to x plus 3. X is 0, 0 plus 3 is equal to 3. Right-hand side is just going to be 4. Left-hand side not equal to right-hand side. So you can say, that's the point. This is satisfied. No, it doesn't satisfy. Do you watch movies? Tamil movies or English movies? Both. How about my online folks who watch movies? Let's say Sharon, do you watch movies?
Yeah.
How about Shreya?
Yeah.
What, Tamil language or English?
Both.
And how about Nishal? I know that you can understand Tamil. What kind of movies? Do you watch Sri Lankan movies?
Yeah,
Do you understand Sinhalese? Can you able to speak?
a little.
A little bit. Do you go to Sinhalese classes?
Not anymore because they're too far.
Too far. So let's see if you can answer my question. Nama Mokada.
What number?
Again, Nama Mokada.
Oh, what's my name?
Yes, okay. Okay. How about, so I'm gonna say some numbers, okay? Deka. How much?
2.
Okay, you know, yeah, Sinhalese is to survive. All right. Does the point negative? The reason why I'm asking you, yesterday, a new movie from Ajit Kumar came out on Friday. Do you watch? Who went to watch the movie already? No one. Okay. What a boring movie. Okay. That's the point negative 1 comma 2 make the equation true. So can you just quickly work it out? Can you just work it out the next question and the next equation and see what's happening? You done? All right. So Dakshi, what did you find? So does this true or not? True. So y is equal to negative 2x. Negative 2 times negative 1 is 2. That makes sense. So that is equal to, that's satisfied. So what? That's not the way to show the word. We need to go back to the left-hand side. Negative 2x, so negative 2 times negative 1, which is positive 2. And the right-hand side, you get 2. Right-hand side is equal to right-hand side. Now, left-hand side is equal to x plus 3. X is how much? Negative 1 plus 2. Right-hand side is equal to 2. Left-hand side is equal to right-hand side. So you can say, because, well, it says just, you don't need to write. The question is, does this satisfy? Yes, it does satisfy. Now, the next question is asking why the point of intersection is what the point is the solution to the system above. So the system above is this. This is the system. Y is equal to negative 2x and x plus 3. We can clearly see it's the only point that's make that true, negative 1 comma 2, isn't it? So we can say the solution is negative 1 comma 2. Now plot the both equation on the coordinate axis and then say is that true. So we're going to go and x is y is equal to negative 2x. Shreya, what did I do to graph y is equal to negative 2x?
Could you say the question again?
You're not seeing the question? What happening? I'm not sharing it?
Oh, wait.
Guys, are you guys seeing my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. What should I do first step, Shreya, to graph y is equal to 2x?
Put like a dot the center.
Sorry?
Put like a dot in the center
Why?
for y equals minus 2x.
I want to know what is the first step. So this can be a communication question. Your teacher might ask, what is the first step in drawing any linear relation when it's given int y is equal to mx plus b form? So Sharon, what should I do?
Plot the y-intercept.
Plot the y-intercept. That's I want. I know, Shreya, you know, you need to plot it on the origin because the y-intercept is 0. Then the slope. Slope is -2, mean -2/1. Come 2 unit down, 1 unit is right, 2 unit down, 1 unit right. So I'm gonna make connect the dots. So first I get x plus 3, mark the 3, and 1 unit up, 1 unit right, 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 1 unit up, 1 unit right. If I do my math, you can see what is happening. We can clearly see it's 1 comma -2, -1 comma 2. I can clearly see it's -1 comma 2. How does the answer compare to the answer 4? They are the same. How? Makes sense. Do you know Picasso? Yes, Leonardo da Vinci. Another artist. So artist doesn't need a ruler to draw a line. Right? Okay. Okay. So solve the following system of linear equation by graphic. What they have done is they have done it for us. They clearly draw -2x minus 1. They already did that for us. So we can read the point of intersection. Nishal, what is the point of intersection?
On the graph?
Yes.
Zero comma -2. I mean -2 comma 0.
-2 comma 0. The x-coordinate need to come first. Then they asked to check it. Checking is pretty easy. Left hand side, what I got? Y. So what I got for y? 0. Right hand side, 2x plus 4. 2 times -2 plus 4, it's going to be 0. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side y is equal to 0. Right hand side. What is x? Makes sense. Does it satisfy? Does it satisfy? Yes. Okay. Are you seeing the picture?
Yeah.
All right. Identify the solution to the following linear equation. So I'm just going to be just ask Freya, what is the solution for the first one?
Um, 2 comma -5.
Thank you. Sharon?
0 comma 6. No, 6 comma 0.
Now, you guys gonna take a grid paper, or you're gonna take a paper with a grid, or you draw your grid, and then I would like to see the solution for A. So you guys gonna be do that on your side, and then I will ask what did you got, and then you're gonna do it here. All right. So, Vishal, did you draw them?
Almost done.
Okay. You done with the first one?
You're asking me?
No, just Dakshi.
Oh, sorry.
Y-intercept first. Then rise over run to find another point. You mark the y-intercept. From there, you use the rise over run to move. All right. So, Shreya, what did you get?
-3, -4.
I don't know. I'm going to show you how we can get it. So we mark the 2. We're going to go 2 unit 1, 1 unit to right, 2 unit 1, 1 unit 2 unit right, 1 2 2 unit 1 unit to right, isn't it? Okay. Now I need to connect those dots. X minus 1. We're going to move -1, 1 unit up, 1 unit to the left, 1 unit up, 1 unit left. Joya is correct. -3, -4 is the point of intersection. Right? Are you just following that? Hello.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Now, here's what's challenging. Sometimes it's not quite easy. So in this question, I can't really obviously do this right away. So I'm going to be rearrange my y is equal to my moving the x to the other side, -x plus y. The 7y is equal to -2x. So therefore y is equal to -2 over 7x. Make sense? Yes? Okay. Now how does this gonna work? We need to draw these two graphs. So if I draw those two graphs, I start from 5. And then I'm gonna come 1 unit to the down, 1 unit, 1 unit down, 1 unit left like this. Make sense? Okay, I put more dots. It's easy for me to just get the point of intersection. You don't need to do more dots. You can use the ruler. And then -2 over x. So that means from the 0, you come 2 unit, and you're gonna go 7 unit to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah. That's the point of intersection. I can see it. So if I do this, that's the point of intersection. I can say. Then it's always 0. Yes. So that is 7 comma -2. Are you guys following that? Hi.
Yeah.
All right. So I got 2 more, and then your practice, a good amount of practice. So I will just show you the different techniques. So let's go back to this guy. So this one, if I move the y to the other side, y is equal to 3x minus 4. This one, if I move 2y and then move the x to the other side, so let me highlight those equations. 3x minus 4. You start at minus 4. You know, 3 unit up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 unit up, 1 unit right. 1, 2, 1 unit right, right? And then 1, 2, 3, 1 unit right. And let's connect them. Then I got start from 9. So start from 9, start from 9, start from 9. So start from 9. So this is 9. Because I don't have anything else, so I'm gonna come 7 unit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unit down. 2 unit to the right. Oh yeah, I find the point of intersection. What is the point of intersection? 2, 2, isn't it? Let's check it makes sense. 3 times 2 minus 2 is gonna be 6 minus 2 is gonna be 4. 7 times 2 plus 2 times 2 is gonna be 14 plus 4 is also 18. So we can check that's correct. Right? I'm gonna be copy this link. Sharon, is your WhatsApp is working, man?
I can re-download it, yeah.
Is your phone is working?
No, I have an older, like, Samsung.
I'll talk about that later. Okay, can we move on to the next question, guys? Y is equal to 8. So how do you draw y is equal to 8? How do I draw the line y is equal to 8? Shreya, how do I draw y is equal to 8?
You draw a line, like a straight line,
Mm-hmm.
the 8 intercept, like the
So when you have an equation y is equal to 8, means it's a horizontal line. Y is equal to 8, go through the y. But if I say x is equal to 3, that's a line, guys. We'll go through 1, 2, and 3 like that, okay? Slope is 0. This is slope is undefined. It's perpendicular undefined. Rise over run. You don't have a run, isn't it? You just only rise. When run is 0, you're dividing by 0, that's very undefined. The next one, we can draw it. So y is equal to 5x minus 2. So we start from minus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 unit to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 unit to the right. I can see where the intersect. Makes sense. It's intersect 2, 8. Are you guys following that?
Yeah.
All right. So there's a practice problem on the handout. You can play around with that, practice it. Now, something that we're gonna going back to now, algebraic review. So to get started with the algebraic review, we're gonna going back to see the check your exam. So can you guys do this example on the link I provided, which is basically the link. And then on the link, I'm gonna tell who to use what. So do not use everything that you want to use it. There are 5 workout room. I'm gonna rename this breakout room 4. Somebody says been using it. So let's do breakout room. So this is going to be Sharon. And then breakout room 5, I'm gonna rename to Nishan. Okay. So can you guys take the breakout room and then try to solve for this equation? So 2 times 3x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 8. Grade 9 math. Is Mr. Alex still teaching? Hmm? All right,
I'm gonna go to the washroom.
no problem, sir. So at this point, you should have copied this. Do it. And I will go back to my app to see it.
This first question.
Oh, you're talking about a graphing question. X, y is equal to 5 minus x, and then y is equal to x minus 1. No, it is not right. So 5 minus x. You roll a 5 minus x incorrectly because 5 is positive 5. That's a y-intercept. So why do you roll minus 5? Huh? All right, let me see how these guys doing now. There's something that they're working on. I try to see which blackboard they're working on. All right. Yes, okay, Sharon have done that. And then Nishal is just Sharon. Oh no, that's Sharon. So breakout room 4. I'm not sure who is choosing it. You said breakout room 4. Oh yeah, so that is you're using it. Pretty good. Shreya, you're using breakout room 4, right? Hi. All right. And then Nishal is still working on it. Okay, Nishal, keep going. And Nishal is still thinking there. All right. So first step, we're going to distribute 6x. We're going to distribute 2x plus 18. Then we're going to move the 2x to the other side, 4x. We're going to move the 2 to the other side. It's going to be 18 minus 2. So 4x is equal to 16, not 18 plus 2. I'm not sure. Where did you learn that math? I didn't teach that, so probably you learned that at school. X is equal to 4. Nishal, when the positive 2 to the move to the other side will be negative 2, okay? Makes sense?
Yeah.
All right. So now what we're gonna going back to is we're gonna going back to see solving the linear system by substitution. So it's a pretty straightforward strategy. I'm gonna going back to the steps. Steps for solving linear system using method of substitution. After labeling the equation, choose an equation with a variable that is easy to isolate. Isolate that variable. Substitute the expression for one variable into the another one. Simplify, solve for the unknown. Use the value determined for the first unknown to solve the other one. Look like priest is preaching. So I'm going to show you exactly what to do. What we're going to do, when you get a system of linear equation, first step, we're going to label them equation number 1 and 2. Now, what you can see in here, the variable isolated mean is y is equal to, is isolated, x is equal to. But the beauty on this question is, in both equation number 1 and 2, we got y's being isolated, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, in equation number 1, I'm going to use the isolation of the 2. So y is equal to x minus 1. We're going to replace this. So on the place of y on the first equation, I can put x minus 1. So all I'm doing is I'm replacing it. Now you all know you're expert in your grade 9 math, so there's no problem with that. You're going to move the x to the other side. So x minus 2x, you're going to move the negative 1 to the other side, 2 plus 1. Negative x is equal to 3, therefore x is equal to negative 1. Now, from equation number 2, we're going to substitute x equal to negative 1 on there. So therefore y is equal to negative 1, which is going to be negative 2. We can do check. So how do I do check? Equation 1. Left-hand side, you got a y, which is equal to negative 2. Right-hand side, 2x plus 2. 2 times x is minus 1 plus 2. Negative 2 plus 2. Something's went wrong. Absolutely not correct. Let me double check where did I go wrong. So I got x is equal to, oh yeah, x is equal to minus 3. No one say anything. That was a mistake. X equal to minus 3. No one didn't say anything. Thank you. So if I substitute there, y is equal to minus 3 minus 1 minus 4. So we're going to do the check again. So in equation number 1, your y is equal to negative 4. So that's here, left-hand side. On the right-hand side, we got 2x plus 2. 2 times minus 3 plus 2, negative 6 plus 2, negative 4. Left-hand side is equal to right-hand side, isn't it? Equation 2. Left-hand side, I got y, which is equal to minus 4. On right-hand side, I got 2x plus 2. I mean, x minus 1. How much is x? What the beauty is, left-hand side is equal to right-hand side, isn't it? Therefore, the solution is negative 3, negative 4. Nishal, are you following us?
Yeah.
All we did, we replaced that y on one of the equation by the other y, isn't it? So by doing so, we create an equation only in one variable. We only know how to solve the equation in one variable. We cannot solve any equation in more than one variable, right? It's kind of finding the point of intersection without graphing. So can you guys do the same thing for the second one by substituting for x? And then you're going to do me a favor. They might get things disappear just time to time. Just stuck on my map. So this time substitute for x and then so forth. right, let's see how's that going. Progress. I'm getting things done. Okay. So who has the answer for that question? Hello. Hi.
Hello.
You got it? Okay, let me see what you got for B. 5x minus 17 minus 7, and then x is equal to 5 and 2. Okay, that's right. Okay, that's going back to C. See you guys works in here. No. Shreya, where are you working? Oh, I didn't access Shreya's work yet. Oh, that's Sharon's writing. So, Nishal, what did you get for X? Hi, Nishal.
I didn't complete it fully for X.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you a few more minutes.
Sir, I'm kind of confused on like the last part when we're finding X.
So, what we're gonna do, first step, we're gonna label the equation. Now, what we can clearly see is where you have one variable is isolated. Isolated mean it's just sitting alone, just X is equal to, isn't it? Do you see that? Do you see that
Yeah.
variable exercise? So what we can do, now we're gonna going back to in equation number 1. So on this equation, we're gonna be substitute the X. We're gonna replace this X by this X, which is 13 minus 2y. So I'm gonna use an equation number 2. So that means 13 minus 2y. You see this X? Do you see that X? Because we say X is equal to 13 minus 2y. So I can write either 13 minus 2y or X. But we're going to write 13 minus 2y. On the other side, 5y minus 1. Any question on this step?
No.
So we're going to move this y to the other side, minus 7y. We're going to move to the 13 to the other side, minus 13. So negative 7y is equal to negative 14. If you solve for y is equal to 2. So far, so good?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you following that, Shreya?
Yeah.
Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to use the result in one of the equation. So it doesn't matter 1 or 2. Let's go back to number 2. In the equation number 2, I'm going to substitute y is equal to 2. So therefore, x is equal to 13 minus 2 times 2. 13 minus 4, which is going to be 9. Right?
So for like the second part, I have to substitute.
The value so you find for the y or x into one of the equation.
Oh, okay.
In this case, it's easy to use this because that is what I am using to substitute, isn't it? So now check. So we're going to do check. Equation 1. X is equal to 5 minus 1. Left-hand side, I got x, which is 9. Right-hand side, I got 5 minus 1. 5 times 2 minus 1, 10 minus 1, I got 9. And equation number 2. Check. So 13 minus 2y. Left-hand side, I got x, which is equal to 9. Right-hand side, I got 13 minus 2y. So which is also equal to the left-hand side. So therefore, the solution is, what is the value for x? X is 9, y is 2, isn't it? Are you just following that?
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going back to a little more complex ones. So the complex one, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to label them. And what we want to do is, Do we have any variable sitting on the left side or the right side by saying x is equal to or y is equal to? Nishal, do I have this equation in the form of x is equal to something or y is equal to something anywhere?
No.
No, that's right. We don't, isn't it? So what we want one of the equations goes like this. We want one of the equations goes like this. But the question here is, which one of the equation I'm going to be choose to do that? So always see if any one of those variables have a coefficient of 1 in front of it. Do you have any one of the equations have in front of the variable coefficient of 1? First one have in front of y the coefficient of 1, isn't it? So therefore, it's easily isolate for y. So if I take this equation number 1, we can rewrite y is equal to, by moving the 3x to the other side, 3x plus 7. Anyone have any question? All I did it from equation number 1. I take the equation number 1. I rearrange for y, isn't it? Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Let me call the result as some star. That's a result of star. All I'm going to do, I'm going to say from equation number 2, imply the result of star. That means in the place of y, we're going to replace this. In the place of y, we can substitute the 3x plus 7, isn't it? So 5x plus 2 times 3x plus 7 is equal to 3. Well, after that, you know what to do. It's pretty straightforward solving for x. So 5x plus 6x plus 14, 11x plus 14, 11x, negative 11, x equal to negative 1. So from star, we can find it y is equal to 3 times 1. I mean 3 times negative 1. Negative 3 plus 7. Positive 4. So what do? We do check, isn't it? Equation 1. Minus 3x plus y. Left hand side. Minus 3x. Which is on the right hand side. Right? Equation 2. Left hand side. How much is the x? How much is the y? Something is not correct. X is minus 1, y is 4. Oh yeah, that's right. On my right hand side, I should get 3. That's on the right hand side. Therefore, solution is minus 1 comma 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean minus 1 comma 4. What are you talking about? Minus 1 comma 4. I find y is 4, guys. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The check you got 3.
But that's on my left hand, right hand side. That's not a y value. Okay. So I need to give a question. So right now for you guys to do. Oh yeah, no solution. And you know what? We will practice it after do all the example. So that's one scenario. Shreya, are you following that?
Yeah.
Akshara, not Akshara. Nishal.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's go back to some scenarios. Sometime you might have two possibilities. You will have two lines are parallel. We know parallel line never going to cross each other, isn't it? So this should get you no solution. Sometime you will have the line sitting on the top of it. Another line sitting on the top of the same line. This one has infinity solution. It's pretty easy to see that on graphically. But how do I see algebraically? So that is what we want to see. So we're gonna going back to the no solution one. So Shreya, from which equation should I isolate for a variable, 1 or 2?
Two,
Why?
because it has like x plus y. It doesn't have like a number beside it.
So the coefficient of x or coefficient of y is 1, isn't it? Make sense?
Yeah.
We need to check the coefficient. We got 1 here, we got 1 here. So I'm gonna raise those 1. So it's easy to isolate. So from 2, I can say x must be 6 minus y. Let's call that a star. Anyone have any question on that? So what we're gonna do, from 1, we're gonna use the result of the star. That says, replace the x by 6 minus y. So 2 times 6 minus y plus 2y is equal to 7. Nishal, are you following that?
Yes.
6 times 2 is? 2 times y is? So first, huh?
Isolate for any variable, right?
Yeah, you can isolate for y or x. But what we want to do, always try to see if the variable has coefficient of x is 1,
Okay.
right? Or coefficient of y is 1. If not, this we will see the complex questions. Now, we all know minus 2y plus 2y is 0, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we got 12 is equal to 7. Do you think is it true? Do you guys think 12 is equal to 7?
No.
Okay. All right. So when you end up with a scenario, when you do the substitution, where you got a false statement, because 12 is equal to 7, not true. Another way, I borrow from Sharon $12. I say, give it, hey, Sharon, I'm going to give you $7 back. So it's balanced. No, that doesn't make sense. This one say no solution. No solution. But let's see why no solution graphically. So you guys can see equation number 2. If I rearrange, it's negative x plus 6, isn't it? If I move the x to the other side, are you guys agree with that? Let's play with this one, equation number 1. 2y is equal to negative 2x plus 7. If I divide it by 2, plus 7 divided by 2. So let's look at this. Slope of both lines is negative 1, isn't it? So if 2 lines have the same slope, we know from grade 9 those 2 lines are. When you have the same slope, the lines are parallel. Make sense? Hi, are you following that?
Yeah.
Shreya and Nishal, are you guys following the logic?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys following the logic, which is great. So we're gonna move back to the next question. So the next question is label 1, label 2. So Nishal, from which equation should I isolate a variable? Equation number 1 or 2?
Question number 2.
Why?
Because of the coefficients.
So what did I tell about the coefficients to isolate? Dakshi, what did I tell about the coefficients to isolate?
It's easy to isolate the variable when the coefficient's 1.
Yes, the easy to isolate when the variable have a coefficient of 1. That is, I have been telling it. In number 2, where do you have a coefficient 1 in front of the variable? Hello?
Yeah.
So in number 2, where do you have the coefficient in front of the variable is 1?
You don't.
There's no variable have coefficient in front of it 1 in number 2, right, Nishal?
Yeah.
Now we see that in front of y, the coefficient is 1. So we're going to be do from number 1, move to the y. So if I move the y to the other side, you're left over with 2x minus 3. Let's call a star, right? I just simply move the y to the other side of the equation. So another way, let's do this. And
Wouldn't it be negative?
I'm going to show you. 2x minus y minus 3 is 0. I'm moving to the y the other side, lady. 2x minus 3 is 5, isn't it? Make sense? Yes. Then I write this one here, that one there, and that doesn't switch any signs, right? A is equal to B. It's the same as B is equal to. All right. Now from number 2, we're going to use the result called star. 6x minus 3 times 2x minus 3 minus 9 is 0. So all I did, I replaced this guy by this guy now. 6x minus 6x plus 9 minus 9 is 0, isn't it?
Yeah.
Minus 3 times 2x. 6x, 6 has gone. 9 minus 9 is 0. When you end up with having 0 is equal to 0, 1 is equal to 1, we can say infinity many solution. Pretty cool. Yes, no, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to finish this whole thing because you need to do a lot of practice. So I'm going to insert the homework package to this. So we're going to do practice with that questions before we move on. So homework book. Level 2. Okay, that's a review. There's a homework book. Of course, I am not going to be worried about doing the graphing ones now because that's required a pen and paper. So we're going to moving back to solving by substitution. So I need to print that for you. Give me a moment. Okay, so that's coming to you. So what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna going back to working on first A. Oops. You guys gonna be do question A first. Can you guys do question A? Then I will check it and B. Oh, that is a review. I print a review sheet. You can keep the review sheet, but I supposed to print this. Can you copy down the question first? So I can print the actual question booklet. Copy down. Okay, so I need to print that for her. Let's do this. Nishal, you're copying the wrong equation, Nishal. Y is equal to 3x minus 4. Second equation, you say 3y plus 2y is 4. Where is that coming from? So I have 3y minus x is 4, right? So I'm not quite sure how did you copy that. Hi, Nishal. You definitely copied the wrong equation. There we go. But you still need a space to do it. But all right. Shreya, you had to label the equations first. You see, I spent time on doing things and then showing that where am I isolated from. Yes.
Okay.
So always go to the right side, not the left side, but that's okay. Okay. I is equal to 3 times 3y minus 4. Sharon, where are you doing the work, man?
I have it right here. I'm writing it all down on a piece of paper.
Okay. You still need to label that lady equation number 1. You still need to label this equation number 2. Okay. That labeling is needed. Okay, keep going.
I did label. It's right over here.
Just put the circle. Otherwise, it's 4
Okay.
minus 1. You done? Huh? You're not writing the steps the way I did it. I wrote so many steps. Can you follow my steps? I show that which equation I'm using to substitute from. Those are missing. Okay, can you also check you got the right Shreya? Can you check your work is correct or not? Do you show your steps? Let's see. Let's see how do you label them. That's not how to work. So first step, there should be a little line says equation number 1, equation number 2. Make sense? That is missing. Now, you're substituting equation number 2, the equation number 1, isn't it? That is missing. So now you share 3 times x minus 4. So you're using 3 times, you're using in equation number 2, equation number 1. Yes, you're using the y in here, isn't it? Okay. And then correct. And then you check. So you got the answer, but you didn't check the left-hand side, right-hand side. You need to say left-hand side is equal to y, and then right-hand side, 3 times x minus 4. Equation 1. Checking. Makes sense? And then you need to show equation 2 checking. Makes sense? Okay, can you proceed to B? All right, so let's see how Nishal is doing that. Nishal, I believe you find this is difficult. So let me show you slowly what you have to do. So first step, we rewrite this. So equation number 1, 3y minus x is 4, equation number 2. Now Shreya, you got it right, but you did double work. We need to check, write it down. Everything I say, we need to check if any one of the equation in the form of x is equal to something or y is equal to something. We call that is any variable already isolated. Are they living alone? Are they single? Yes, we can see on the first equation, y is single. Y is not married yet. It's a y is equal to. So we need to take that one to substitute. So what we're going to do in equation number 2, we can use the equation number 1 substitution because that's already isolated. So 3 times 3x minus 4 is minus x is equal to 4. Vishal, which part of the process you didn't get it?
The second.
In second part, what I'm doing at Nishal, you see there's an equation number 2. Do you see something called equation number 2?
Yeah.
You see that? So the problem on Nishal, we got 2 variables, x and y. In mathematics, we cannot solve for an equation when it's 2 variable. We can only solve if the equation is only in 1 variable. So what we try to do, Nishal, we try to replace this y using x. But we know from the equation number 1 that x is equal to. So they say something y is equal to. So what does that mean? Instead of y, you can use 3x minus 4. So what I'm doing in an equation number 2, instead of y mean in terms of y, replace the y, right? We replace the y by 3x minus 4. It's like taking Advil and Tylenol. If you don't have an Advil, replacement for Advil is Tylenol, right? So I replace the Advil, which is my y, by a Tylenol. Still will do the treatment. And after that, this is grade 9 maths. This is the grade 10 stuff now. Any questions again, Nishal? Did you understand that process?
I think I got it.
So 3 times 3 is 9x minus 12 minus x is equal to 4. That is going to be 8x is equal to 16. X is equal to 2. If you don't understand that process, that's a grade 10 part, so grade 9 part. So then what we're going to do, we use the isolation for number 1. So from number 1, if I substitute x equal to 2, so y is equal to 3 times 2 minus 4, 6 minus 4, which is 2. Then we do check. Equation 1. Y is equal to 3x minus 4. Left hand side is equal to y, which is equal to 2. Right hand side is equal to 3x minus 4. X is 2. 3 times 2 minus 4. 6 minus 4, which is 2. So we got left hand side is equal to right hand side on equation number 1. Equation 2. Equation is 3y minus x is equal to 4. Left hand side is 3y minus x. 3 times y is 2 minus 4 minus 2 because x is 2. 6 minus 2, which is 4. That's on the right hand side. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Therefore, the solution is 2 comma 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So can you guys please do the B? Work on the B, work on the B.
I did the math like I just I actually had to show it this way.
So you say y is equal to correct, and then that is a star. So
This is the star.
star just as labeling. Just leave the labeling, that's easy to see it. In number 2, you're using the star. 20x plus 2 times minus 4x. No equal sign here. You should not put an equal sign in the beginning of the program. Minus 12 minus 6. And then you got x equal to 2. So how are you going to find out? So you didn't find a y. How do you find a y? We're going to find a y from here because y is already isolated to 6 minus that, isn't it? You already know the value for x is 2. So 6 minus 2 times 2. Makes sense? Are you following that? Now, this is what you got. So let's say it makes sense to check. Check. So you're going to go back to equation 1. Yes. So 2x plus, oh, that's going to stop my sharing. So I need to reshare it again. Let's do that. For sure, the sharing should have stopped. Okay, let's share it again. Okay. So you got this is equal to 6, isn't it? So what do you have on left hand side? 2x plus y, isn't it? 2 times x is 2. You got 6. Makes sense? And what we want on the right hand side? 6. So which is less is equal to? All right. Same way you're going to do number 2. Equation 2. 3x. Yes. So on left hand side, what is x? Which is up there, right hand side. Make sense? Okay. Okay. So let's going back to these guys. Who got the answer? Nishal, do you have an answer for that question?
I'm still working on it on paper.
Okay. Just gonna wait. Okay, lady, you can move back to the next question while they're working on. Move back to C. Somebody left. I'm not sure who left. Let's see if I know that person who left. All right. Shreya, do you have an answer? For B?
Yeah, but I didn't check it yet.
Okay, verify it. How about Sharon?
Yeah, I'm just checking mine right now.
All right, who got the answer? You did the second one, right? You already verified. Okay. Let's see, Shreya or Sharon, what did you guys get for the second one?
I got 4,14.
For B?
Oh yeah, negative 4,14.
For B?
Yeah,
Negative 4,14.
yeah.
1 second. Let's see whether he is right. So negative 12 plus 28. So that is going to be 16. How that's possible, man? Huh?
I'm not sure. Sorry, let me just check right here.
Yes. But you need to show that equation number 1, equation number 2, your left hand side is right hand side. You don't verify like that. This is I check it quickly. You still need to show that verification. Let's go back to Shreya. Shreya, what do you got?
2,2.
That's right. 2,2. Come on, Sharon. What are you doing? Huh?
I'm not sure. I messed up the variable. Put the wrong one. The wrong.
Equation number 1. 3x plus 2y is equal to 10. Equation number 2. We can say from equation number 1, we can isolate y is equal to 6 minus 2x. Let's call that some star. Equation number 2, I'm going to use the result of the star. So 3 times x plus 2 times y, 6 minus 2x is equal to 10. So 3x plus 12 minus 4x is equal to 10. Negative x is equal to negative 2, x is equal to 2. Going back to my star, substitute x is equal to 2. Y is equal to 6 minus 2 times 2, which is 6 minus 4, which is 2. You can check it, therefore the solution is therefore the solution is 2,2. If you verify, that will be correct. Makes sense? Hello.
Yeah.
Bye. You understand that?
Yeah.
All right. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to going back to some word problem to see if you can able to solve the word problem using what we learned. So let's going back to simple example. Okay. The sum of two numbers is 25. Their difference is 7. Find the numbers. The answer says 16, 9. But how are we going to do this? So we're going to going back to state. So I'm doing the word problem. Let the numbers be. Let the numbers be x, comma, y. Make sense?
Yeah.
The sum of the number is 25. Your difference is 7. Equation number 2. Make sense?
Yeah.
Now you are expert, or we are expert on substitution or elimination. We know that each variable have coefficient 1 in both places. So number 2, I can say x is equal to 7 plus y. Let's call that star. In number 1, I can use the star in the place of x. 7 plus y is 25. 2y is equal to 25 minus 7. It's 18. So y is equal to 9. From star, x must be 7 plus 9, 16. You had to check it, but you had to conclude, therefore the numbers are x equals, numbers are 16 and 9. Make sense? 16 and 9. Are you guys following that?
Yeah.
Okay. So can you guys do the full step? To number 3. Show the full step to do number 3.
Let's do number 3.
Number 3, you done? Number 3 only. When two numbers are added, the result is 182. When they're subtracted, the result is 48. Find out those two numbers. So, Shreya, you need to write the statement let, right? Hi,
Yeah.
you need to write the statement let.
Oh, okay.
And then you don't call that 2 again. That's just star. You call with a different sign. So when you isolate it, correct. Sharon, you're doing it on a piece of paper, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Michelle, after you write the equation, you have to label them 1 and 2. Who's gonna be label the equations? Uh-oh. All right, I need to share the screen for this, guys. Yeah, I'm assuming you guys copied. I need to give the Zoom link, Zoom meeting link. So let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna post that in the Google. Are you in the Google Classroom for this class?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sharon, Shreya, Vitushin, Dakshi. So then you can access the classwork. So it's gonna put material Zoom link. So your school using the same Android, so which is good.
Yeah. Not the exact same.
Yeah. All right, so let's see how are they doing on this question? Did they get the numbers? We will finish this unit next class. So I don't want to dive into finishing that elimination part. It's too much for you guys today. So that's why we posted to do some practice. Are you done? Who's gonna label the number 1, number 2? Number 2, just equal to 30. You say from number 2 x is equal to, but that's number 1. If you're isolating from there, that's coming from number 1. That's why labeling is important. Make sense? Let's see what these guys got it. And then the answer, correct. Okay. All right. So the homework for you is a couple of things. So you guys gonna do solving by graphing, and then also solve a linear equation by substitution. Only a few questions there and there to do it. So not that many practice, but also there are questions from the handout. There are several questions that's come around the handout. The graphing ones is here for practice. So what I'm gonna do, I can do this. So send a copy of this page. So I'm gonna say save to files. February 8 lesson. npm to the same. And then okay, so now I can upload this in here. Classwork, same in February 8th, and notes and homework.
You gave me two the same thing.
What?
You gave me two the same thing.
Oh, it's the same thing? Okay. So let me do attachment, upload file. I can get both of them, upload it. So I'm just uploading as a PDF. Easy for you guys to access it than the OneNote. So you should be able to see it under February 8th lesson. So that's not put it on the right place. I believe student work, instruction, edit. I'm gonna edit that as your homework. So that's organized under the homework. You can access that easily. So you can see that PDFs, all my handwritten work is there. If you can zoom it, you can see my handwritten works. Your homework is going to be that page 1, solving by graphing. And then the question that we didn't do on substitution. And then my handout, the notes handout, you can see it. So everything is there. I just scribble it. So there's another one practice problem. So make sure you do that too. So it's easy. You can print a PDF to work on it, right? We will go back to do more complex questions, the idea of elimination next class, so we can wind up this lesson. If anyone taking grade 10 math, we will see it will be done next week. And none of you taking grade 10 math, which is good. You're out of the curve because I finished taking that all the stuff from the unit 1. So this is going to be, I think you will learn only after time day.
Yeah, we're doing slope right
Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna go check. So the Google Classroom, Zoom meeting link in a Google Classroom. So you can see for the grade 10 class, grade 9 class. Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. All right. That's for you guys today. I will see you all next week.
Okay.
Saturday, same time. We still have a class. So I don't cancel for no long weekend.